In this exclusive video about Krishna Janmabhoomi, हम एक्सपोज करेंगे आपको कि हाउ द कर्पग्रहम, जो हमें बताया जाता है कि जहां भगवान कृष्ण का जन्म हुआ, वेयर कृष्णा वॉज born, was never the place where Krishna was born. Can you believe this? हम जो जा रहे हैं कर्पग्रहम, उधर नहीं है उनका जन्म हुआ, मगर अंदर हुआ था, जब जिसके ऊपर आज मस्जिद है, शाही ईगा मस्जिद या शॉर्टली शाही मस्जिद इन मथुरा, because the temple was destroyed. We are going to give you ample of evidence on how even now the masjid which is sitting in Krishna Janmabhoomi's official land, for which Krishna Janmabhoomi today is paying the tax, the temple is paying the tax for the masjid, temple is doing the maintenance for the masjid, and of course masjid is sitting on the top of the temple, and we are going to show you the evidences how this masjid is sitting on top of the temple. That is the bricks, it is nothing but the temple wall, the main pillars that is carrying the dome is temple pillar, and it was destroyed many times by the jihadi Islamists in the past, and then it was rebuilt. Then at the last it was the most cruel Mughal king, the Aurangzeb, destroyed the Krishna Janmabhoomi and built this masjid on top of the, see, anytime you see the Mughal building, you will see it sitting on the temple. It's never built by them fully, and you will see that. इधर हम आपको पूरा evidences देंगे. This is a expose video. Here we want to expose you couple of things. Number one, the temple was destroyed and it was converted into mosque. Okay, it was, the mosque is not built from the scratch. It was converted from the temple to mosque. Number one, and we will give you proof for it. Number two, we will show you how the Hindu symbols and the temple identity is being constantly and consciously being erased. तो किसी को पता न हो जाए, इधर मंदिर के ऊपर मस्जिद बनाया गया. Especially now the case for getting back the Krishna Janmabhoomi is in the court. So the evidences are being erased. We will expose this to you step by step. Just stick around with us. Come on, we will take you to the mosque now and we will show you. See the one you see on the screen here. Okay, this is the Krishna Janmabhoomi. This was built in the total land, just in a portion outside the Karpagraham, because Karpagraham is inside the mosque. In the most holiest place of Hindus, in the majority where the Hindu lives in Bharat, you cannot even go to the place of our Bhagavan's birth, because it is inside the mosque, which was built by converting the temple into mosque. So there was a dummy Karpagraha that was made outside, where people go and pray thinking it is the place where कृष्ण ने जन्म लिया, मगर उधर उनका जन्म नहीं हुआ था. उनका जन्म हुआ जो कारागृह के अंदर, जो स्थान अभी मस्जिद के अंदर है. हम आपको पूरा का पूरा एक्सपोज करेंगे. ओके, जस्ट स्टिक अराउंड विद अस. नाउ यू सी, दिस इज द न्यू टेम्पल दैट वाज बिल्ट. इस मंदिर को करने के लिए बहुत सारा संग्राम हुआ, क्योंकि इधर का जो लोकल कम्युनिटी था, जो मास्क जाने वाले कम्युनिटी था, ये हिंदुओं को अपने खरीदे हुए लैंड में मंदिर बनाने के लिए, जहां मंदिर था उधर मंदिर बनाने के लिए इधर बहुत विरोध हुआ था. The people who bought this land were not able to build the temple at all here. Even forget about reclaiming the temple Karpagraha. They wanted to build it outside that mosque, okay, which is right now, and with a temporary Karpagraha without affecting the temple converted mosque, for which the local masjid going community fought tooth and nail till today to make sure that Hindus don't build the temple. But then at last some of the big leaders like Birlas, Madan Mohan Malviya and some of the great activists and who's who on the community took charge of this. उसके बाद उनके साथ समझौता हुआ, फिर ये मंदिर बनाया गया. Now it is in the court, and this purpose of this video is to explain, okay, why court and the lawyers have to take a clear notification, because इधर का जो मंदिर का एविडेंसेस है उसको एरेस किया जाता है, क्योंकि उनको पता है इधर इनके ऊपर बहुत जल्दी इस केस में एएसआई का खोद करने का और इसका ट्रूथ फाइंडिंग कमिटी आने का बहुत चांसेस है. So the evidences are being erased. Okay, we are not talking, we will show you. Just stick around. This is an expose video. You see, this is the mosque. Millions of people come here because it is the Janmabhoomi of Krishna Bhagavan. Okay, and it gets lighted, and it is the special place in Mathura. And of course, Krishna lived here for not even one night. He took birth. Okay, and then moved to Gokul. You see the lotus here? This is on the other side. Okay, where the people are entering, you cannot see the lotus. We will show you those things, okay? The lotus, how it is converted. This is the Karpagraha you see. That's not the Karpagraha actually. Because you see, the Karpagraha here is sharing the wall with the masjid. But the real Karpagraha is inside the masjid. This is not the place where Krishna was born, but this place was born rather as a compromise with the local masjid going community, because they won't allow Hindus to build their temple in the holiest place of theirs, because some of the terrorists converted this temple into masjid once upon a time, like they did in many places like Ram Janmabhoomi, Krishna Janmabhoomi, Kashi and thousands and thousands of places. Okay, you see here the lotus. Okay, many identifications are there. This is not the masjid at all. It is a converted masjid. Okay, the temple was converted into, and this is very interesting here. You see the front end of the temple. When the people are entering, here there is no lotus. It is destroyed here, so that nobody will have any doubt. These things, see here on the back side, that is the front entrance of the masjid where nobody is allowed. There you will see the lotus. You will see the Om here. There was a sign, you see many signs are being eradicated, and many scratches, purposeful, the signs are being removed. And here the perfect example is the Om sign. See, Om sign has been chipped out from the wall. You can see the indications of it. See the pillars here. It's a temple pillar. Can you see it? Okay, it's a temple pillar. You see the art, architecture, everything, because they never built any. They don't know how to build it. They've only converted the temples into masjid. So you see the door. You will go to any major masjids, there won't be no doors. Here you will see the temple style doors, and you see the lotus here, and see how they are being broken, okay, because they want to eradicate the thing. See here, lotus, Mahalakshmi's favorite flower, okay, and see here the Om sign, okay. Do you see the Om sign being eradicated there, erased, and you see that is chipped out. Now the masjid going community believe they can prove that it is built from the bottom and nobody can take it, and so the temple signs, see here, are being eradicated. You will see Adishesha, the king of the snakes, on which Vishnu Bhagavan is lying down, who was holding like an umbrella on top of Bhagavan Krishna, the baby Krishna, so that the rain doesn't fall when he was traveling, when he was taken from Kan's jail in Mathura, as soon as he was born, to Gokul. Okay, and see so many distractions you will find that is being you see here on the wall, we are showing you so many places, they are being damaged purposefully. You will see it wherever the Hindu temple signs are being there. You will see eradication here, but of course we don't know what was here, why this stones are being done like this. Okay, because at the time we took this video, there was nothing there. But before that, what was there? We have no idea, because this is a very exclusive video you are seeing rather. Okay. In fact, we will recommend the court to take the cognizance of this video and make sure that no more damage can be caused to the temple that is converted into mosque, because the battle is on the court right now. You will find the 5 heads, Adishesha, which took Krishna as like an umbrella over Krishna's head to save him from the rain while crossing Yamuna Rani. In the bottom of the pillars, you see all the lotus signs, symbols. In fact, we will compare it for you with the temple pillars, which is currently there, and this is a very, very temple pillar. Okay, and see what is the relationship between the lotus and the mosque or masjid. Okay, वो तो lotus flower है, वो महालक्ष्मी का flower है, वो जो हिंदूस मानते हैं कि उसमें वो बहुत स्पेशल है, और सारे मंदिर में लोटस होते हैं. और see here, ये पिलर के नीचे देखना the work. Okay, you see everywhere you will find the lotus, the door, the big door. Okay, and आप ये भी देखेंगे कि उसको तोड़ मोड़ करने का काम चल रहा है. ओके, तो हम कर्पग्रह जाते हैं जहां कृष्ण का जन्म नहीं हुआ था, उसको हमसे छिपाया जाता है. ये जो बैक साइड है उधर लोटस है, दैट इज द बैक साइड ऑफ द टेम्पल, इज द फ्रंट साइड ऑफ द मस्जिद. ओके, तो आप नहीं देख पाएंगे बिल्कुल इसको. ये एक्सक्लूसिव वीडियो जो है हमने ऑपरेशन किए थे उसमें आपको दिखाते हैं. अदरवाइज यू हैव नो वे टू सी द लोटस. Okay, and see here on the pillar, on the same design, the whole what you call that setup is sitting on the lotus on the front side, but here on the back side of the masjid, that is the front side of the temple, as you can see, it is taken out. Hindu community can be fooled, that's a bottom line. You see how the damage is on the wall. Okay, this is a complete proof. See the Om sign again. Okay, see the Om sign again. Do you see that here? Wow, and this is absolutely work that has been removed, chiseled out. It is not a masjid that is built from the scratch. You see the pillar, temple pillar and the masjid pillar. We want to show you the comparison of the Hindu architecture. Our temple में कैसा होता है pillars. You see the similarity. Okay, because ये जो मस्जिद में, शाही मस्जिद मथुरा में जो बैठे हैं, ये पिलर्स कोई नया नहीं बनाया, ये तो मंदिर का पिलर है. ये दरवाजा जो है ये मंदिर का दरवाजा है. एंड ऑल्सो द टॉप, द शिखर में जो बैठे, यू सी द लोटस, budding lotus, big lotus over the bud of the lotus, on which the whole setup is there. The masjid going community in the Mathura area is fighting the case in the court here tooth and nail today, because they say, 1991 religious act, this, that, will stop you from claiming back. They don't think me and you as a brother or sister, because if they would have given this place, because this is once upon a time it was attacked by the invaders and the worship place was decimated. And next our expose video is coming shortly on how the murti which was taken from here was kept in a place. Okay, we will expose it completely for you, and in a way that insults, everyday insult करने की तरह उसको रखा गया है. We will expose that for you. The court has to seal this place and make sure no more damages are being allowed. You see the Om sign. and you see the lotus that is removed from the front. You see the on the entry point where nobody is able to see, you see a beautiful lotuses. Okay, whereas on the back side, which is visible from the Hindu temple, which is built as a compromise after a lot of struggle for a long time, there you will not see these lotus because it is being removed. It has been demolished there. Okay, so you will see only the pillar with nothing at the top. Okay, so that's what it is. And they say 1991 Religious Act will not allow you fight this case. We at Bharat Marg want to say you something. अगर कोर्ट में न्याय नहीं मिलता है, then you will be for, because the politicians जो लॉ बनाते हैं वो वोट के हिसाब से बनाते हैं, न्याय के हिसाब से नहीं बनाते हैं. और this 1991 Religious Act says if somebody comes and steals your temple, you after 1991 you will not able to go back and claim it from them. Can you believe that? But I want to say you, when the justice is being denied or delayed, then the mob takes the law in the hand. Then the court cannot blame the mob because they need justice. If the court will not perform their duty, then where the people will go? If the courts of the country are denying and delaying the justice to impress just because it may offend certain community. See, justice is not relevant to any community. Justice is not here to please anyone. Justice is a justice, and it is truth, and truth shall prevail. And when the court of the country, which is supposed to be impartial and provide justice, is blocking the justice, then the mob will take it over. So the court has to decide whether they will give the justice or mob will take over. Then you see, in a civilized country, the courts do their job. That's why there is no need for mob to take the law in the hand. But you know what? When the courts sleep to please the politicians, to please the community, to please whatever, then the people have no other option. Then you cannot blame the people, you see, because you denied and delayed the justice. You see here how the temple walls are being damaged. Do you see that? Current Karpagraham, where Krishna was never born. Can you believe we go there and we say this as a Karpagraham and we say this is the place Krishna was born, because the whole history is a false one, that false thing, because Karpagraham is inside this wall. Okay, you see now the Karpagraham and the mosque are sharing the wall. Okay, the real Karpagraham is inside. They want to walk over the Karpagraham where Krishna was born because it hurts the community of this country. You see so many damages consciously being made. Lotuses, we showed you how the Om sign and many other Hindu signs are being removed, and so we will request the court to act and put a stay, and this place has to be sealed, and the justice has to be provided. We try to do our best in bringing you the truth about Shahi Masjid in Mathura, where the real Krishna Janmabhoomi is located. We believe this video will help shedding the light on the truth about Krishna Janmabhoomi and Shahi Masjid, which is completely exposed here. Hare Krishna. Friends, before going further, we at bharatmarg.com are involved in Sanatana Dharma Prachar and also exposing all anti-Hindu activities and fighting for our Desha Dharma. Join hands with us by liking www.facebook.com/BharatMarg page, also at Twitter at Bharat Marg, and YouTube just by subscribing. Also clicking on the notification button to get an instant update as we post important updates and videos. You can also become the part of our WhatsApp club to get one dharmic message a day which goes around the world by sending us a message at +1 647 964 4790.